Hello everybody, it is Sabre Wolf. Welcome to another Worlds Collide stream. It is Saturday Night Community Chaos, April Fool's Edition. That's right everybody, it is April 1st, where we try to get the fools out there, where lying is okay for the one day of the 365 day of the year. How you doing everybody? I am Sabre Wolf. I will be your guide, commentator, restreamer, I don't know, storyteller. For this race tonight, we have Jexvrok, ASilverThorn, OverSwarm, and HunnyDoo. I guess I don't know if there are runners or are victims. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Now, basically, the flag said it's going to be kind of crazy tonight. I will try to guide you through it as best I can, but let me tell you, the stats are all over the place. There are tons and tons of different quests that can happen, and every time they get 2 espers or 2 characters, something good or something bad might happen to them. That is something to look very, very forward to. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Alrighty, here's our ridders, and we get all our racers up here, make sure we're good to go. Once again, we have Jexvrok, ASilverThorn, OverSwarm, and HunnyDoo. We're going to give them the 1-minute warning. So once again, we have various things happening. Every time again, you have to get 2 characters, 2 espers. Something good or something bad might happen to them. There is a Dragoon set available, but if you're trying to go for the Dragoon set, the dragons get really harder. There's also a Kefka skip, but the Kefka skip causes some other problems. So you gotta take the good, you gotta take the bad. So let's see what happens, shall we? We have 30 seconds left, 30 seconds. Yeah, door timer glitches are not allowed. Sorry, buddy. By the way, wire remove is on, by the way. Wire X zone, I should say. So lots of crazy will be happening as our runners go throughout the run here. Alright. I am quitting, so that way the clock will start for these guys. Let's see if I'm on the right person. I actually want to be on ASilverThorns, which I am not. ASilverThorn actually has a better soundtrack on them. There we go. And we should be off and running here with a slight delay. OverSwarm is up and in it. Jexvrok, HunnyDoo is down the wrong thing. Oh, we just selected something. I hope that doesn't mess up later. ASilverThorn was last to go, so we have Leo, Reno, and Light. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the characters are all mixed up. We don't know what characters we have. But judging from the screen with Leo and having no skills available, we can actually surmise that that is actually Yamaro. We have Yamaro in the party here. And I will tell you that I know who these are. Reno is actually Sabin, and Light is actually Celeste. Light / Celeste is starting with Rage. OverSwarm, oh crap, okay. Let them know. Alright, we'll have to get OverSwarm back in there once he gets his brakes turned off. Alright, looks like ASilverThorn's going for the Illumina. There is an Illumina quest available. They have to do the mines security checkpoint, and they have to do a couple other things. Fortunately, I do not have those list of flags with me, but a Ragnarok in the Arvis house, that's a fun find. They actually have to do 2 of the 3 quests. I believe the other one is Save Sid, and I think Perform the Opera might be the other one. Looks like everybody's sticking with the Leo. Once again, all the characters are mixed up, and we don't know who the characters are or where they're going to be. And also, their stats are all over the place, but plus 150% or minus 50%. So these are basically completely just random characters. Lots of good items here. Ragnarok's found a hero ring. Of course, every time you see the black screen go black, that is them using their Y remove. OverSwarm's in the world of Ruin Narsh. They're going to try to pick up the Curse Shield. 19 of the Curse Shield. That's just going to be for sale for fodder. Also, no free lunches on, so only items are going to be available for the free checks here. Weapon Shop is not a free check. It is not an Esper either. It's a Genji Shield or a Behemoth Suit. By the way, characters only have a 33% chance to actually be able to equip something they didn't have already. Oh, and yes, all the characters start completely naked. So there's a chance where you're not going to find any items to equip on your characters. Again, this is April Fool's on the Saturday Night Community Chaos. So lots of craziness. Oh, and then I mentioned that stuff in item shops are either at 33% or 166% of the original cost. And the for sale value is only a quarter, not a half. So they got to pick and choose what they want to sell here. So they think that items are going to be plentiful in the chest. Well, watch out. They might not be able to use them. So, yeah, you got to be careful of that. Mega Elixirs for sale in the item shop in South Figaro. Not sure which one. Honey is kind of mixed up on what direction the path to go in here. Oh, I was just going to push the way through. Okay. See how it is. I believe that counts. I have to double check that later on in the checked flag set. Oh. Oh, thank you. ASilverThorn now going to be raiding the Returner's Cave here. Not too much divergence here. Everybody's just trying to find equipment because, again, everybody in their party is naked. Now, what they don't know is that Lightning is actually Celeste. One of the flag sets, I believe it is like after they get 2 Espers, they're actually going to have the condition, which I hate saying this, but it's the degenerative health condition. So in Celeste, who is actually in the party, she's Lightning, is going to gain plus 35 stamina, which, weirdly enough in this game, the higher the stamina you have, the more regen and degen you actually experience. Oh, Honey is actually doing the glitch where you kill Sid while just talking to him and running away. Technically, that's actually not allowed in some races, but we're just going to let it go, because we didn't really mention that. We're going to let it go. By the way, for those that do give subscriptions and stuff like that, if you do subscribe to the Worlds Collider, donate, All the money and proceeds go to charity, 100% of it. And they all go to whatever the next fundraiser, whatever the next big event, fundraising event that we have. All the money goes to charity. None of it goes in our pockets. This is out of the community. This is a great community to be in if you want to try to raise money for awareness on various things. And you want to use, again, this randomizer to do that with, you're more than welcome to it, and you'll get support from the community. Jexvrok now is breaking the entering using the Y X zone remove. Now, X zone, reason why they changed it to X zone, not just Y remove, it takes a little bit longer. It takes a couple extra seconds if you try to want to break through the game and do other things. So that's why I used the X zone feature, which did debut, by the way, last year, a year ago today. That was actually part of the April Fools from last year. I really have much to commentate on. I mean, everybody's pretty much doing exactly what everybody else is doing. As you can see, there's stuff that is missing from characters, like nobody has a headpiece that they can use. Dragonclaw is available on this one. Ragnarok is light. Again, these guys don't know who characters these are originally because their skills are randomized. So unless you know Yamaru, who has no skills, or you can see the mimic ability on Gogo, and you have two abilities, which is Gao, that is the only way you're going to know which character's which. So none of these guys actually know that they have Celeste and Sabin in their party right now. Unless they physically know the order of things happen. Now, OverSwarm now knows that he has Celeste, because he did visit Celeste's room. And Celeste actually starts with 55 magic power, which is very, very good. And she actually starts with Rage, so any of the abilities from Rage, like Bolt 3s and stuff like that, are going to be very, very good to start with. It is a 19-turn Curse Shield. OverSwarm is going to do it, though. It does not teach Ultima, but it is a great shield that basically absorbs everything. Mirage Vest, white dresses, red jacket. I mean, wow. Valiant Knife for max price, though. Great items in the shops. Honey's buying some shuriken just in case they run into a thrower. Jex is going to check the trap chest in the Narsh area. It is just the Lobo, which is vanilla. 0 damage from... Oh, that's because of Strainer. Oh wait, it was Striker for 0 damage? What the heck? That was weird. Oh, Soul Saber for 0. Oh, okay. I was wondering why it did 0 damage. That was weird. Because it has no magic power. Oh my goodness. By the way, how's everybody doing tonight on this April Fool's night? Anybody play any practical jokes on anybody today? Throughout the day? Jexvrok actually has a Valiant Knife in the inventory. Nobody really using it, apparently. Selling a lot of big name items. Selling a Dragonclaw. Selling the Sky Render. Selling a bunch of stuff. Oh, it's on the Curse Shield for 700 gold. That hurts. All that to try to buy maybe a Pearl Lance? Oh, selling the Super Ball. Wow, he is desperate to get this item. Oh, it's buying a Ragnarok. That's what it is. Trying to buy a second Ragnarok. Double Ragnarok Celeste, which is actually lightning. So that's kind of cool. Lightning welding double Ragnaroks. Lightning, by the way, is from Final Fantasy 13. Ryo, I believe, is from Final Fantasy 7, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, our beloved Leo is from this Final Fantasy 6 game. He is impersonating Yomaro. So fortunately, we probably will see Leo gone. Honey goes back to the glitch where Sid dies, and now has an Illumina. OverSwarm is actually in the Veldt. You do have a dried meat. However, you don't have Gao in the party. So I don't know if you can do this skill check or not. And oh my word, it is not Kafka. It is a Sabre Wolf. Sabre Wolf is the top boss in this game. It is me. Ha ha ha. OverSwarm's so in the Veldt trying to pick up the Gao check. I don't believe... this is not open world, so he's not going to find... he doesn't have Gao in the party yet. Because I believe Reno is actually Sabin. So I'll finally reveal who we have. We have Celeste... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry. We have a Celeste... Sabin, and Yomaro. And I believe nobody has got any Espers yet either. I'm going to take a quick look through. Well, let him know that he doesn't have Gao in the party, so... Oh, he doesn't have his tracker linked. Oh, no. Tracking is going to be fun and interesting now. Yeah. Oh, we do have an Esper on Honey, actually. We do have one Esper on Honey. Sorry about that. I missed it. Oh, we are number 4. Here we go. I'm covering all the bases, guys. I am commentating, restreaming, and doing the tracking. So bear with me on keeping the tallies up to date here, guys. OverSwarm now understands that. Interesting. Ooh, Stray Cat? We got a... Was that a Stray Cat? Or was that the other one? I didn't see it. Chat, which one was it? Shout. That's another site for ASilverThorn. Ooh, Bronto. That's a difficult fight there for OverSwarm. Everybody's camping it out. HunnyDoo does have a slight lead, though, with the extra Esper. I don't know where they went for that. Let me double check for that real quick. Oh, yeah, they went to underneath South Figaro, so they got that from the free Celeste check. Which nobody else went in the basement. Oh, no, Jexvrok has his now. Yeah, nobody went in the basement for the Celeste because nobody checked to see if that was Celeste. But they know it's Celeste, so they know that's there. They can do it. They were in South Figaro, but they didn't do it. So that's okay. But again, this makes it a little difficult because, once again, this is the Saturday Night Chaos Community Racing here on the FF6 Worlds Collide channel. It is the April Fool's Edition. As ASilverThorn is going to go, and Jexvrok are both going to go chasing waterfalls here. And as our first boss of the day, Poon Bubba. Oh boy. By the way, after they fight 6 bosses, something else does happen when they fight 6 bosses. So a lot of crazy stuff. This is gonna be ever-changing seed and everything. So hang in there. X Zone was learned along with Fire 3 on that Esper from the basement for HunnyDoo. ASilverThorn's lightning seems to be absorbing the lightning. Ooh, double tusk with a proc. Using the rage skill to increase the amount of damage dealt from Jexvrok, rolling the double Ragnaroks. Again, this is still going to be a difficult fight with a lot of HP in the Poon Bubba. OverSwarm. Yeah. Oh, not equipping the Moogle Charm. Is going to hit on the train here. We're going to check out see what the train reward is going to be as Jexvrok takes down the Poon Bubba thanks to the Rage double Ragnarok ability from Lightning. Again, light is short for lightning. That is the shorthand form for her. And ASilverThorn takes down their boss as well. Okay, not a character. It is going to be another Magicite. It's the Ragnarok Magicite. And now Celeste now has plus 34 stamina, which means that the constant DOT condition that's going to happen later on is going to hurt Celeste even more. Which is lightning. Oh, it's Jesse. Jesse joined the party, and that is actually Terra. Terra's in the caboose. Of course, ASilverThorn gets their Magicite as well. HunnyDoo is going for the Opera House now. OverSwarm trying to get some extra fights here for some more levels. After picturing up Jassy. Or Jazzy. HunnyDoo does have 2 Espers. There you go. Once again, like saying, I'm flying solo here, guys, so I'm going to try to stay on top of things as best as I can. ASilverThorn is going to go to the Falling House. Just going to check out the Thief, though. 57,000. I don't think we're going to buy that. Oh, magic's in the belfry of the Opera House. They are going to smoke bomb out of that one for HunnyDoo. ASilverThorn's going to let whoever it is holding up the building, going to make him hold up a lot longer as he checks out all the item shops here. Going to go to the mall. Ooh, snipers available. That's kind of fun. In case you don't want double Ragnaroks, the snipers are available. So we have a ghost holding up the house. I'm not sure how that works, since ghosts are mostly incorporeal. But we shall see. Ooh, Jex is buying a Hyperist here. Oh, more magics. Unfortunately, magics reflect the magic, so this will be very difficult here. He's going to get around it with the landslide here for HunnyDoo. That's a lot of damage. Woo! Of course, lightning has about 60 magic power here. Katana Soul is found on ASilverThorn in one of the chests in the Falling House. So hopefully Jex will try to find that one. And does so, I believe. Yep. So he's going to be very happy to see that for his lightning. Opening Wind Slash, though, that's going to hurt a little bit. Is that a Gigantos on OverSwarm? Wow, we got all the... Wow, we are all over the action here. We got Magics on Honeys. We got a ton of Souls for Jexvrok and ASilverThorns. We got Gigantos for OverSwarm. Goodness gracious. That's a dig Gigantos. There's going to be a lot of XP for the party. Ooh, that's going to be almost a party. Oh boy, so low in health. Yamaru doing his best with the body slam. I should say, sorry, Leo. Oof, Jex, this might be a party wipe here. Hopefully, save before entering the town. He's just left with Leo. You couldn't control him in game. You can't control him in this game either. Firing a storm back at the Katana Soul for 700 damage, and he's gonna get the kill. Leo stands alone for Jexvrok, and also ASilverThorn gets it as well. Lots of gold and an offering for the party. Meanwhile, OverSwarm is trying to run away from a snail. That's fun. And we do have a very difficult fight with Guardian on Opera House here for HunnyDoo. Although finding the chest with the offering, ASilverThorn is going to find another chest here. Quick Blizzard out of Leo will take care of that. Why have Shock when you could just have Blizzard, right? Alright, so Jexvrok's going to see the reward here for the Falling House. It is a Dragon Horn, not an Esper. This is a free check, I believe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure which. But Dragon Horn, nonetheless. We do know where Dragon Boots are. We did see them in item shops and relic shops. So we can turn somebody into a Dragoon without having to do the dragons. So that's important to know. We don't have to fight the dragons. Now, after fighting 2 dragons, the dragons go up by 15 levels after fighting 2 of them. Now, you need to kill 3 of them in order to get the Dragoon set and this flag set. So right now, all the attention right now is on the Guardian for HunnyDoo. He's still grinding away at it. Leo with Blizzard seems to be the main damage here. Oh, and Twine, that's going to be rough. Super Ball coming out here from Reno. OverSwarm, going to head back to the camp. We're going to see Sabre Wolf one more time, walking in, posing as Kefka. Jex is entering the Coliseum, actually, fighting a Daedalus. Ooh, what's going to cast Flare there? But because of the low levels, it's not going to be able to do it. Lightning is unfortunately healing the Daedalus with the bio attacks. Fortunately, the random rage, but is going to attack with the 2 Ragnaroks there finally. So the Ragnaroks do more damage than the bio heals do, but oop, there's a go. Hey, we got it. What's the reward? A merit award. So this will allow him to equip almost any item he wants on a certain party member. We do have another Valiant Knife available for the Soul Knife. Fixed Dice is available for the Silk Robe. Chaos Dragon. That's going to be a difficult fight. Instant Slayer for Lightning. That's not going to work, unfortunately. So we have a chance of hitting or causing snare, which does nothing. So it's going to be Slayer once again. ASilverThorn going to head to Magitech Facility, which is a less check. Oh, that is a... Oh, it missed! Woo! Oh, Flare proc from Lightning for Jexvrok. Gets the fight. How about that? HunnyDoo now is chasing waterfalls. I believe that's an Esper at the bottom of it. So I'll put him at 3 Espers. Actually, HunnyDoo is still in the slight lead here. OverSwarm has yet to find an Esper, I believe. Yep. He's yet to find an Esper. Oh no, he just one. He did Celeste check. Oh, that's a free check. I don't know. There's only so much I can do, guys. Sorry. That's a takedown for HunnyDoo. Jack's still farming in the Coliseum, is doing a very good job of it. He's going to get another Valiant Knife for that. He's going to call it good for Lightning. OverSwarm with their first Magicite being shot there. Terra, by the way, has Sketch, so not much help there on the abilities, as HunnyDoo does pick up their 3rd Esper, I believe. That's correct. Again, every 2 Espers, something crazy happens to these guys. We won't know what it is. Oh, all 3? Did I say both 3, Fire 3, and Ice 3? On show? Wow, that's a gift. Vanilla fight here for Magitech 1 for ASilverThorn. I just realized something, guys, because I've been trying to do everything. I forgot to start the timer. We're coming up on a 30-minute mark. Once again, you're watching the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, the randomizer for Final Fantasy VI. This is the Saturday night Community Chaos event that we got going on here. It is another Esper for ASilverThorn. The timer here in just a second. I'm just going to focus on that for now, as Jexvrok is going into the Opera House. We know where their Guardian is going to be waiting for them. There's our timer. ASilverThorn going on to part 2 of the Magitech facility. It is going to be facing Air Force. Again, weak to lightning like most other machines are in this game. Apparently water as Bismarck comes flying in. Just a little bit of damage there. Fortunately, Leo cannot target, so he's going to be chasing everything else on the screen. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Are trying to lock the Curse Shield too with ASilverThorn, as OverSwarm once it goes to break, so we're not going to see what they're going to do for a bit. Magic's all over the place in the Opera House again. Yeah, it's Bolt 3 and Fire 3 on Starlet, by the way. Really, really good stuff there. The high magic power user on Lightning. Was that Life 3 that was just casted? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is a difficult fight for Jex to get in right now. But he's going to get Life 3 casted on his party, though. That's kind of cool. Ooh, ASilverThorn had to reset out of that. Luckily did save after the vanilla fight there with Shiva and Infrared, though. HunnyDoo doing the Gigantos fight. Lots of XP there. Jexvrok's going to go into the Guardian fight. And OverSwarm's checking out the Espers they have. OverSwarm does have 2 Espers now. Hello everybody, I'm back. Looks like HunnyDoo did pick up their Terra. Number 4 Esper for ASilverThorn. Could everyone X-Mode ASilverThorn NPC rep for this fight? Yes, actually, technically you could. However, you don't get the reward for it. So he would have not gotten the Esper for a reward from that fight, though. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad there. ASilverThorn they're doing their collapsing house. It's going to be the Dragon Horn off that. ASilverThorn going to part 3 of the Mexico facility. Jexvrok is finding their Jassy. We can actually equip the fixed dice. Of course, Jassy is Terra. So ASilverThorn is the only one has yet to find Terra. Was actually on the Phantom train. It is peekable. Not sure if they would do... so ASilverThorn, I'm not sure if you can do Yamaro before checking out the train after going on this train track. But we shall see. HunnyDoo is the first one going through this cave. Unfortunately, this is not an item. This is going to be an item. It is not going to be a character or an Esper. This is actually a free check. But it's getting some pretty good loot with an ice shield, though. So this is specifically just for looting here. Again, our characters start naked. So when Terra was added to the party, they didn't have any items. Well, we do have an Illumina, Thunder Shield, Ice Shield. 4 of them, so... Flash there, I guess, for tools. As ASilverThorn finding the octopus on the train tracks. Or the cart tracks, I guess. Pretty easy boss here. Looks like this is Ultros number 3, possibly? Oh, it's Ultros 2, actually. And once again, HunnyDoo, this is a free check, which means no Esper here. We're just going to get rewarded with another Thunder Shield. OverSwarm going after a dragon here. Guessing they're going to be at the top of Narish, and takes that dragon out very quickly. Now, if you do get 3 dragons, they do get a Dragoon set. However, after getting 2 dragons, the dragon levels go up by 15 levels. So guys, I am trying to stay on top of everything here. HunnyDoo going for the Magitech facility as ASilverThorn finishes it up with the tentacles in the sky, which kind of helps because they're all in one direction there, I guess. I'm not sure which that is, you know. Oh, picked up Frog. Hi. Picked up Frog there. That's actually Go-Go. So Go-Go is at the end of Magitech facility. And unfortunately, not able to equip any abilities on Go-Go here. Can only mimic. Not as tasty as Froyo? Yeah. I would prefer Tasty Frosty. By the way, Sean, you're welcome to jump in, by the way. OverSwarm getting another Esper there. Bahamut. Oh no, I've lost track of the boss fights. My bad. Double sniper on Go-Go. Interesting. But after they do fight 6 bosses, they do have an effect does happen. Sorry for the babies in the background. Another Esper for OverSwarm. Carbuncle. He's just swimming in Espers now. Oops. He just got the Leo face-off here for OverSwarm. As HunnyDoo takes down the vanilla Magitech 1 fight, and it's Inferno. Instead of a cold Yeti, it's a fiery robot instead. Jexvrok just leaving Narsh, it looks like, after doing some terror checks. Good update on them. Only 4 characters, 2 Espers still for Jexvrok. 4 characters, 4 Espers for ASilverThorn. 4 characters, 4 Espers for Honey, after just getting that win. And trying to follow along, it does have 4 espers for OverSwarm, so we are up to date. Rappa for a ASilverThorn here on the Melt Colts check. Woo! 2,000 air damage there. Not bad. X Zone automatic kill for Reno. Imp Song. Oh, boy. So that is the 6th boss for them, which means everybody gets turned into an imp now. Quick little fix there. So that was the 6th boss check for ASilverThorn. Getting turned into imps. Luckily, I had plenty of green cherries to counter that. Auto haste condition there for OverSwarm. Which means I believe they're actually at 6 espers then. HunnyDoo is also going to go for Magic Tech 3, which will be the Ultra Tentacles check. That kind of goes hand in hand, don't you think? Hey, Prebs, get in here. Swans, get in here. I welcome you both if you want to jump in. ASilverThorn is going to go to the Opera House, going to fight a bunch of magic level 80s and 90s for fighting Guardian. Opera House is not a great direction to go in. OverSwarm, unfortunately, going to a realm check. That is not realm. That is actually Terra. But unfortunately, he doesn't have his tracker, auto tracker, so he doesn't know what character this is, unfortunately. Oh, okay. No worries. My little ones run around the dang house, like yelling and screaming. Okay, so he's gonna go find, he's gonna guess if this is Edgar, which it's not. Oh boy. Where is the channel? There it is. It's not really fair because this tracker is not auto-linking, so the tracker's not telling him like who he picked up. As Jexvrok takes out the first of the Magic Tech facility, as HunnyDoo is on the 3rd portion of it. ASilverThorn is going to try to fight the magics here, as Life 3 gets casted on Leo. Is going to teleport out though. Gonna try to avoid some battles as there's 2 mice in the way here, so he's gonna hopefully try to dodge these last 2 here. Jexvrok is doing some little bit of retooling here. Oh, putting the fixed dice on Reno with the offering, so offering fixed dice for Jexvrok. He never does that. As we'd also find a Pearl. Cure 2 is the best healing we've seen so far. This one goes in the Guardian fight. Jexvrok goes into the airship fight. As HunnyDoo picks up Go-Go. He's going to know it's Go-Go because of the Mimic ability. It's 8 magic power, 9 magic power, 7 stamina. Oh, good grief. Terrible, terrible stats there. Well, the low stamina, though, is going to make it so his constant degen that the entire party is going to be experiencing here is going to be very little. OverSwarm going for the Terra check here. Again, no free checks is on, so once again, no Esper or character at the end of this, like we already know. So this is going to be strictly for items for OverSwarm. Jexvrok is going to go for part 3 of the Magic Facility. He's going to get Go-Go at the end, which is Frog. We're terrible magic power stats, by the way. ASilverThorn is fighting the Guardian, beating Guardian. And the Upper House is going to get their Esper, I believe, off this. Yeah, a quick little update here. I know Jexvrok's gotten 2 Esper since then. Lightning going to learn a lot of spells, and along with Reno too. So Jexvrok is 4 and 4. ASilverThorn is actually 4 and 5. It's about to be... Oh, 4 shield. That's an item. My bad. OverSwarm is currently 4 and I believe 6. He's only showing 4 Espers though. And HunnyDoo is actually a 5 and 5. So HunnyDoo actually in the lead here overall. The only one to find Terra and Go-Go. Although that's going to be very quickly remedied with Jexvrok here. About to get Go-Go here at the end of the line. I didn't see the Vigor. Vigor's only 27 on Go-Go. I'm guessing Terra was even worse, I guess, for stats. If we're picking up Go-Go over Terra. Not Terra over Celeste, I guess. I guess they're dumping Celeste. No, Lightning's still in the party. Woo, Minerva's... Oh, very good. Genji armor for Go-Go. That's actually pretty good. So we're going into the belly of the beast here. That is Go-Go's only check. Going with Go-Go for this, which is Frog. Frog's actually from Chrono Trigger. Do ask me where Jassie's from. I just picked it for Terra. Culture Bias, welcome to the chat. First time. We are very well. We appreciate helping you, dude. This is Dudette. The community is very helpful. Any questions you ask, we go to our ff6worldscollide.com/Discord. That takes you to our Discord page, and you ask any question on there. It generally gets answered within 10 minutes of you asking it. On how to set it up and get you going, and understand how the randomizer works and everything. So, Discord is the best place to go for all the news and information that you need to know about this game. That is Magic Master Jr., not Magic Master, so for HunnyDoo, so thank goodness for that. Trying to use the landslide to bring them down. By the way, seizure is the starting condition we had in the whole entire party here, so that's why you see everybody constantly losing health. One thing I will note, though, is if we can find Strago, one of the, when you get, I believe it's like 5 characters or something like that, Strago gets plus 80 magic power or 90 magic power. So finding Strago kind of important, actually, for this run here. as a good replacement. Oh, we found Zidane with the throw. And Zidane is actually lock. So HunnyDoo unlocks Lock's checks with the Zidane pickup with throw. Jexvrok takes out Rappa da Rappa. Is going to be met with a Esper there, Palador. ASilverThorn actually doing Narsh very, very late here with the Curse Shield. 19 in the Curse Shield. And there's no Esper in the weapon shop either, so... Going for the Yeti checks. So he's going to go for the Yeti checks instead of the, Phantom Chain like we were guessing earlier. So kind of predict that, fortunately for them. HunnyDoo, forgetting that the, forgot to equip the Moogle Charm again. Really easy fight there with Fire 3, though. Guess we're just going to fight a dragon here. As HunnyDoo also goes in the world of Narsh. Once again, OverSwarm is not tracking their characters or Espers, so I'm guessing they have 6 or 7 Espers right now. Okay, that was boss number 6 for them. And that was Esper number possibly 8 for them. And that was boss number 6 for them, so they got the 6-box cursed. Everybody got turned into an imp. Was able to remove that. Oh, suplex train. No, we don't have suplex, unfortunately. Jexvrok finding the train at the top of, I believe he's in Zozo. Woo! Good dice roll. Coming out of Reno. Really gambling, huh? And ASilverThorn just got the 6. Okay, so it's 6 there. Alright. Genji Glove offering Go-Go with the snipers here for ASilverThorn. Jex is going to warp out of the tower with Esper number 6 there for them. He's not tracking bosses either. Why is everybody gonna make this difficult for me? Number 7 Esper for ASilverThorn. Still only have 4 characters. OverSwarm about to pick up Goga though. As HunnyDoo does take down a dragon. Jexvrok is in Mount Zozo, which is a cyan check. Now, this can be done early thanks to the wire remove X zone. ASilverThorn with yet another Esper. Esper number 8. After the fight, though. Jexvrok's going to do their first dragon for the Dragoon set. Fortunately, Inferno here for ASilverThorn is going to be rough for Go-Go. OverSwarm is going to know this is Go-Go because this is Mimic. Jexvrok takes down the dragon. Bahamut, she just no spells. Oh boy. Well, at least the summon's good though. That is a down Inferno for ASilverThorn, as that is not an item. That is an item further for Jex there, not an Esper or character. Auto image now on. That's 8 Espers there for ASilverThorn. I will say nothing happens when they reach 10 Espers other than that they reach to Kefka's unlock. Kefka Tower's unlock is 6 characters, 10 Espers. So there's not a 10th Esper effect here. I believe HunnyDoo is at 6 Espers now from her Crown Stake, is about to get number 7 here. People getting closer and closer here. Is ASilverThorn going for Kefka at Narsh instead of going for the Phantom Train? Has not gotten Terra yet. Jexvrok doing the same thing, going to Kefka at Narsh. Oh no, he's World of Ruin, my bad. So he's going for Dragon number 2 along with the Yamaru check and the Tritouch check. Here's Dragon number 2 fight right now. That is an imp there at the top of the hill. Not a character. And only having 4 characters in the party is going to have to sacrifice 1 person out. And go at this with only 3. Yeah, plus 91 magic power for Strago, if you can find Strago. And Fire 3 and Bolt 3 are available, so... along with Pearl. So, definitely good spells for him. In Cure 2. Dragon number 2 there for Jexvrok, which means the next dragon they're going to face is going to place an extra 15 levels on that fight. So the dragon's going to be at whatever the levels they're currently at on the run. So 5 and 6, that's going to put it at 33. So plus 15, that's going to put it at 48. So the next dragon, Jexvrok is going to face it right now, will be at level 48. Unfortunately, ASilverThorn not getting the slip through there. Yeah, it has. They have to turn it off. Like the Aaron 222. Thank you for the first time chat. Yeah, he actually has to go into the Twitch setup and turn them off completely. That is the only way that it works, unfortunately. Marshall, oh boy, with a double reverse polarity. How did that work? With the 2 skycaps too, so that was kind of a rough fight. Oh my goodness, 4,000 a swing from lightning. Well, we had Marshall and the Skycaps. Now we have Vargas and the Pooh Bears. Dueling boy bands here. OverSwarm going to be a little easier time. Is going to be able to have all 4 characters. Not that Vargas is hard, but it's going to be able to have the extra character there to fight Sabre there. Me. At the bottom of the map. ASilverThorn's going to get through that fight. Is going to pick up Esper number 9. Still has yet to find that character though. He needs to go to the Phantom Train. That is where the next key is. It is peekable, so you should be able to just do it quick here. A little over an hour into the stream, you're watching the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, the randomizer for Final Fantasy VI or 3, depending on which generation you grew up in. We are on the eve of the Blackjack Battle Royale. Next week is going to be the play-in, where everybody's going to be able to play the base part of the seed. No random cards, no random settings. It's pretty much going to be the Ultras League turned up to 11 on a Jet seed, from what I've been hearing. So we're going to have some very, very fast race times. We're looking for groups of 5 to get into the Battle Royale to have a pretty fun event, an Eliminator. Sign-ups end tomorrow, so if you have not signed up yet, you need to sign up right now, tonight. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, so you're running out of time. So if you want to be part of the Blackjack Battle Royale, sign up by today. Now that I recapped on stuff, Jexvrok is actually at 8 Espers, 5 characters. Our featured sound, I guess you could say stream, from ASilverThorn is currently at 4 characters, 9 Espers. OverSwarm does have 8 Espers according to their logger, along with the 6 characters. Apparently, he did pick up. Says he has 6. Oh, you picked up Shadow. Did he? No. It says 6 characters. Where's character number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess he thinks he needs 6 characters. I mean, that's what he needs. His job, like I said, his auto tracker is not on. So, HunnyDoo did pick up. Looks like he picked up Realm for character number 7. And they're currently at 8 Espers as well. Razapraz, not a bad fight there. So the trackers are all caught up now. Not much of the boss fight. I believe they've all at least faced 6 bosses apiece by now, so we're gonna mark that as the 6 boxes. So they all have been imped at some point. OverSwarm's gonna head into Zone Eater. Unfortunately, that is a dead check, I believe. ASilverThorn is heading into Mount Zozo. That is also a dead check. If it isn't in, he didn't see it. It's not marked on his tracker because he's manually doing it. But we're going to go with that then. Red Dragon number 2 for ASilverThorn. That's actually Dragon number 2 for them. Yep. So Dragon levels are going to go up by 15 points now. I don't know. But again, the ASilverThorn, that's an item, not an Esper, unfortunately, or character. HunnyDoo getting character number 8. Strago! Fighting the Strago! He's going to have over 100 magic power. Don't know if they're going to slot him into the party or not. Now, however, we got to be careful with this, because if they grab another character, they do get the Kefka shortcut. However, yeah, Fusoya is the Strago, by the way, from Final Fantasy IV. Does have Strago now with the pull over 100 magic power. However, if they fight character number 9, you are going to get a Kefka shortcut, but the enemy levels are going to go up by 21 levels, I believe. So we got to be very careful with that. There she is. There's Jazzy for ASilverThorn, which is technically Terra. The Celeste's stamina does jump now because of that. So interesting little thing there. Does have Ice 3 available as well. Woo! Quad 9's on a roll there for Jexvrok. Jexvrok also picking up Zidane, which is Lock. 9. According to Swarm, he's at 6 and 9. So he needs one more Esper. As HunnyDoo is currently in the Ozer's mansion there, which is one of Realms checks. See if they can get an Esper character off this. Sorry, I had to connect to the all my pups. Humans and dogs alike there. The reason why we didn't use Steve for this is because we were already crazy randomizing the items and everything for this race, and we were already didn't know which characters were which, and I didn't want them, and they were starting naked, so I didn't want to make this race an extra 20 to 30 minutes trying to figure out which item was which. So by not doing Steve, it kind of shortened the race by 20 minutes. And I didn't want to get the menu monster involved. HunnyDoo taking a Flame Eater there. Not a character, it is a soldier. Yes, menu boss is the hardest boss. I didn't want to fight the menu boss. So picking up Unicorn there, which is a pretty good Esper. OverSwarm looks like they're in the Coliseum for a bit. So we'll leave them to the devices. They did not get... they do have Lock. They just picked up Realm. They actually have 7 characters, not 6, according to his stream. 5 and 9 for ASilverThorn. He officially has Terra now, which is Jesse. And that is a Realm for Jexvrok, which is Rita, also from Final Fantasy IV. which Rita gets us to Fosoya, which is the Strago for 100 magic power, based. At least. I have not seen HunnyDoo's Strago yet, so we'll take a peek and see how much magic power they have here in a minute. Never mind, they're going to do Zone Eater instead, which unfortunately is not not an Esper, I believe. ASilverThorn is in the treasure room for Terra. Hopefully it does not go into the Esper Cave. Which, unfortunately, he does. This is no free lunches on. So this is only going to be items, not a character or an Esper. For them. Jexvrok picking up a Mega Elixir here from the item shop. Did talk to the thief. I don't know if they grabbed the Esper off them or not. It looks like they did, because they are at 9 Espers now. 7 characters. Everybody very, very, very close to the Kefka unlock. Everybody's 1 Esper away from the Kefka unlock, except for ASilverThorn, who has had a tough time trying to find characters in this run. Oh, I was going to fight the ninja here instead. Jexvrok looks like selling more items here for the thief. Oh, nope, Esper number 10, never mind. So they actually got the Kefka unlock, I believe. So you know what that means. It is Kefka unlock time. As ASilverThorn finishes the Illumina. A little ways in here. OverSwarm doing the Terra Mobliz check here. I believe it is. Which is the Pumbaba check. That is not a character. So possible Esper there for them. But this is going to be a little bit tough, as they're only going to have 2 characters to fight with this boss with. In the end, as HunnyDoo does pick up an Esper. And that's Kefka unlock for HunnyDoo. Esper number 10. HunnyDoo also getting into Kefka's tower. ASilverThorn, unfortunately, this is not a character or an Esper for you, buddy. No free lunch is turned on. So, unfortunately, your parting gift will be a Thunder Shield. Jexvrok into the tower at 1:15:25. OverSwarm fighting Yamaro here. Jexvrok, unfortunately, his audio skips on his stream a little bit for me. I don't know why, but it does. So we will go to him if he gets to Final Kefka before everybody else does. We will switch to it then. And that is Esper number 10 for OverSwarm. And they have also unlocked Kefka. 3 out of our 4 runners have unlocked Kefka in the last 2 minutes. So we're all pretty neck and neck here. And ASilverThorn, who led early on, really having a tough time trying to find the dang characters. Going back up to Kefka and Narsh now. Or no, he's actually going to do Terra's Welk check, I believe. Which that's not going to be a character either. Oh, it is a character. I'm sorry. That's Zidane. also known as Locke. HunnyDoo electing to go to the Tower of the Magi. I believe they're going for... maybe there's a character at the bottom of it? For a shortcut? Which, unfortunately, if they do shortcut, yes, they'll give them the shortcut, but it increases the boss levels by 20. Oh, Jexvrok finding an extra merit award. That's kind of helpful. That is a Zidane with throw, who we know is actually Locke. He only needs one more Esper now. Yeah, unfortunately, the Phantom Train was the key to the seed for unlocking the rest of it. Ooh, Haydn and the Haydenites, another boys band here. For Jexvrok here as... Oh, Rita has Sword Tech. Woo! Tell you what, laning is doing work for Jexvrok with the double Ragnaroks here. Dealing approximately 17,000 damage per turn here. Oh, tunnel armor for HunnyDoo, so this should not be a problem with the Bolt 3 coming down here. There we go. Gonna equip the Valiant Knife there on Zidane. Who's the actual natural knife user? Jexvrok taking down Haydenites. OverSwarm is in the tower at around 119.12. Considering to be the third one to unlock it, is actually the second one in the tower, 4 minutes behind Jexvrok. HunnyDoo now going down the other tower, Tower of the Magi. I'm guessing this has to be a character at the bottom. He's going to do this for the shortcut, I guess. Or the KT skip. ASilverThorn still looking for Esper. Number 10 is going to do the cave, South Figaro Cave World of Balance, which is a lock check. We do not know what this is. It is a character. It is Kane. So, HunnyDoo with a KT skip, actually. Getting Kane here. Who is actually Cyan. With tools. Oh, we have seen this one. Okay, so this is the Marshall fight. They're already picking up the third dragon, by the way, for the Dragoon set here. HunnyDoo is in the tower now at 121.05. But does have KT skip. So she's actually going to pass or tie Jexvrok right now. But the penalty is that the enemy levels are going to be plus 24. So she's going to be tied right now with Jexvrok as soon as she gets into this. In 3, 2, 1, they're tied. But they're going to have to fight plus 24 boss levels here on these 4 fights. So although HunnyDoo did make up a 6-minute gap behind Jex, they're going to have a harder fight ahead of him. ASilverThorn has, again, yet to find a dang Esper. In fact, finding Realm, and now finding Strago. But he doesn't know that's Strago because that's Fusoya. Because again, the characters are completely mixed up with their sprites. So he doesn't know that's Strago with over 100 magic power. As we see HunnyDoo with their Strago dealing quad 9s. And they're the only ones that believe that has Strago with Fusoya. So HunnyDoo, although facing the plus 24 levels, does have Fusoya in the party. Which is the Lunarin from Final Fantasy IV. And Cecil's uncle. A Daddy Luma. We have not seen any statues yet, so we do have to be a little careful here. With our fights here. As Haydn goes down for OverSwarm. Jexvrok moves on to the first switch. Now, although the boss levels have gone up plus 24, that does not tie into the final Kefka fight. Final Kefka fight is different from that, actually. So, this only affects the statue fights for HunnyDoo. As we do find a Tritoch fight. Unfortunately, the Ragnaroks are not going to fight through that. Jex has to take a reset. Ruh-roh. Jexvrok finding a bit of an ice wall. He's got to figure out a way around this. As we get a peek at the next, the last statue boss here. The last statue boss for Goddess is going to be a Dullahan. It's going to do quite a bit of damage here with a Search Beam, but moreover, they're going to have a ton of HP to eat through. So, offering fixed dice on the table for Jexvrok, dealing tons of damage, except for the last roll. But that still did about, what was it, 11, almost 16,000 damage? 18, 19, 21, 22, 24,000 damage, there you go. OverSwarm's going to get the switches now. Getting the switches at approximately 126, we're going to call it. So they are technically... still 5 minutes behind. 25:30 because he did a little faster. So it's still about 5.5 minutes behind Jexvrok and HunnyDoo. HunnyDoo bringing down the landslide here. Does have Kane in the party. Now Kane is actually Cyan. I'm not going to be able to do much here with tools, I believe. Oh no, frozen. Lightning is frozen. Oh, Kane has fire. Are you kidding me? No, but he gets frozen too. Unable to cast a fire in time. HunnyDoo has to reset. Jex back in the lead again with the Tritoch fight. Switching the fixed dice over the Jazzy. As the ASilverThorn finally gets into Kefka's Tower at 126. 45 here. Approximately 11 minutes behind Jexvrok right now. Of course, we didn't get the unlock for them. Yeah, we'll give them the unlock. You know what? We'll give them the unlock. They earned it. There's the unlock for them. dueling bosses go down with Data and the Tritoch for Jex. And we have to put Jex on the hill here for Kelgar. Rocking the Sabre Wolf colors. That's OverSwarm with a statue kill, so we are in a very tight race here. HunnyDoo again getting frozen with lightning. Hopefully Kane can get the fire off in time. There we go. So while Jexvrok's going for the fixed dice, HunnyDoo is going to go for the landslide. And getting frozen again. Tritoch not being very appreciative of the landsliding here. Jack's Reconfigures party is on the switches at 128.20. So HunnyDoo, although getting the shortcut to catch up, is facing the extra boss levels here coming out of the Tritoch. Ooh, actually got the proc there for Flare. That was interesting. Alright, we're going to turn it over to Jexvrok's feed. Once again, the far the audio is going to be a little stuttery, but that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. Oh, we have no audio coming from him, actually. Yeah, no audio coming from Jexvrok, unfortunately. So we're going to go back to HunnyDoo's feed, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, no audio from Jex there. So we're going to stick to HunnyDoo as he's the furthest along. Oh, Jex with a reset there. I think he must have messed up some of his party setup. The menu boss is starting to rear its ugly head for Jex here. Reminding them to mute the mics, because I do hear Honey's clicking in the background. One more boss fight there for HunnyDoo. And Jexvrok now begins. The Kefka switches now. I'm going to change that time to 1:30:40 now. Jack's going up against Kelgar for the Kefka climb here. We have to remember our characters here as they've been renamed for us. We did give them naming cards, by the way, to start with to rename the characters if they want to. They didn't have to keep these names. They could have changed the names, by the way. So that is not a complaint that they can go with. Now, in the first fight for the Kefka climb here for Jexvrok's screen, unfortunately, again, we have no audio for his stream. The first thing we want to do is long arm. We want to take that out with an insta-kill. That's the front arm closest to us. We can do an insta-kill on that either by Stone or by Oxzone or Doom. Then when we kill the head is actually weak to fire. So fire damage do a little bit extra there. That's what happens when you don't kill long arm. It'll do shock wave, but we already have the seizure, quote unquote, condition, which is the degen, constant degen condition. So actually, that's not going to do anything to us. Now, last but not least, we want to kill fist last, because if we kill head last, it causes an earthquake, which does a incredible amount of damage to the entire party. ASilverThorn taking on the Ultros there, which was at the Guardian fight. Again, Cure 2 was the best cure we had the whole run here. So Jex is going to try to focus on Long Arm here, but unfortunately might be taking out Fist a little too early here. Nope, okay, Long Arm did go down. So Fist was the last part, and we're moving on to tier number 2 before anybody else can start Kefka. Jex extends his lead into tier 2 now. Now tier 2 is a 4-headed monster with magic, tools, Bluey, and Tiger. Tiger there at the bottom does an incredible amount of damage on top of turning your characters into zombies. They are the white cat there at the bottom. Bluey sits on top of his head. They do 10 hits when they die. They're also susceptible to stop. Tiger's also, by the way, susceptible to ice. We do have Ice 3 available. We do have insta-kill for tools. They await the lightning, but you're better off just insta-killing them. And way in the back there, the back side facing away from us, the Kefka-looking person facing away, is Magic. Of course, they're weak to mute, so you just got to mute them, and you're all set. Honey and OverSwarm both jumping on the switches at about the same time. I'm going to call it a 134 for both of them. They are approximately about 3 minutes and 20 seconds behind Jexy. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. ASilverThorn is still climbing, is currently at the statues, is coming up fast, though, actually. Plowing through Kefka's tower a lot faster than the others have. But is, again, fighting the same problem with Tritoch now, with Zidane and Rita this time. And now HunnyDoo and OverSwarm now start to climb. Both of them very new members to the community, by the way. OverSwarm just starting up only about a month or so ago, and HunnyDoo about 2 months ago. Jexvrok has been around the community for a very, very long time, along with ASilverThorn. Actually, Jexvrok is our Mad Lab scientist trying out new and crazy things, as 3 members of his party are now dead or turned into stone. We do not have Life 2 or Life. All we have are Phoenix Downs. So we're going to have to take our time to try to get the Phoenix Downs up and running here. This is the problem with having Tiger up. He can just instantly kill and do some weird stuff to your party. So this is definitely going to slow Jex down quite a bit as he tries to revive the whole party here. Luckily, Magic is muted, so we can't really do much. Okay, the party is back up. We have Cure 2 coming out, which is going to give us a little bit of health. Oh, single target. So it's going to actually do a lot of healing to one person. Okay, crisis averted for Jex. We are back up and running. See how many parts of this is left. Looks like only Magic is left. So that was a good recovery, because Magic... Oh, no, Tools is still up, actually, looks like. Did not use any insta-death on Tools here, so... we are still contending with Tools. So Tools is really the focus to try to get down, because Tools is the only thing that can really hurt us right now. As that's a very fast tier 1 for HunnyDoo. Starting after OverSwarm is now taken second place. And with a slight slowdown from Jexvrok's, HunnyDoo is charging from behind here. This is a very, very close race, so it is not over. OverSwarm now getting off Tier 1 is going to Tier 2. Again, we know we have Mute available. We know we have Ice 3 available. We know we have Insta-Death because we must have gotten the Curse Ring or something for X-Zone. We've seen X-Zone. HunnyDoo really focusing down tools here first. Not using an Insta-Kill. Ooh, Fire 3 coming out with Magic. We have not muted Magic, though, on the back side. We're just pushing us through. ASilverThorn gets on the switches, too. At 1:38:08. That was a 12-minute Kefka tower, by the way. That was quick. Which, in comparison, Jex's tower climb was over 15 minutes. So that's a 3-minute pickup there for ASilverThorn. After struggling to find the 10th Esper. Everybody's in the Kefka. Jexvrok, this should take out Magic here. Here comes the counters. Nope, he's almost done. So next attack will kill it. Because even though it's muted, the quarter dispel on the kill of Magic still goes through, even though it's muted. That's how you know he's killed. And Jex is now moving on to Tier 3. At 1:39:10. Now for Tier 3 with Kefka here, there is only 2 heads you have to worry about. Girl and Sleep. After Kefka rearranged the world, he slept. And the head of Goddess kind of washed over him, I guess. Kind of biblical references there, I guess. The Goddess absorbs, the girl absorbs all kinds of magic. But she only has 9,999 HP, and her job is just to heal Sleep in front of her. You take out her first so she can't heal or res him, because you also cast Life 2. And after that, you have to deal with Sleep. Now, the problem with Sleep is the more damage you deal to them, the more damaging their spells are to you. They cast bigger and better spells, including Meteor at some point. And then when you kill them, they cast Calmness, which is a physical automatic kill attack. We do have Auto Image on our party, so that should help a little bit. I didn't see Fenrir or Gollum, although I wasn't really paying attention to the Espers, so I'm not sure if we have them or not. But we do have Auto Image. So hopefully I can get around that. ASilverThorn heading up to Tier 2 Kefka. At 1:40. That was a 2-minute Tier 1. Yeah, fortunately, no audio for Jexvrok's side. Sorry about that, guys. Ooh, okay. Mega Elixir used early for Jexvrok, so we will not have it available for the Fallen one. As HunnyDoo moves on to Tier 3 of Kefka, still maintaining the second place hold over OverSwarm. Oh, Trine coming out for Jexvrok's on Sleep. This mutes and blinds everybody in the party. Unless you have a ribbon. OverSwarm moving up to Tier 3. Calmness coming out. Mrs. Jazzy. Jex is moving on to Tier 4 Kefka himself. We'll get to that in a minute, as SilverThorn is still on tier 2, focusing down Magic now. I might have just taken out Magic there, actually. Nope, no disenchant, so it's not taken out yet. OverSwarm still in tier 3 with HunnyDoo. It's kind of a neck-and-neck race between those two. They joined the race very, very late while we were setting up, so glad to have them on board for this very close race. As Jexvrok again, fighting Kefka, K4. Let's go. First thing first is you're going to do a lot of damage to him up in front, because the first thing Kefka's going to do is cause Fallen One, which unfortunately takes your entire party down to 1 HP. The problem with this is that the entire party is affected with degen. Means the entire party is constantly having the degen condition on them. So when Fallen One comes out, everybody might get degen, which means everybody could die after this Fallen One cast from Kefka. Because everybody is affected with the seizure condition thanks to the flag set. So we have to be very careful with this. Quake was just cast by Jex to prevent the Fallen One from happening. So that way Reno can roll out all these dice rolls. Very, very high damage. See if he can mimic it again as HunnyDoo goes to K4. Does not have to contend with extra remedies and stuff, so hopefully we can push through this. Hyperdrive comes out, no Fallen One, so we don't have to deal with the 1 HP with the degen here. Quick coming out onto Lightning. They had the double Ragnaroks here. And getting the proc off there for the flare as the ASilverThorn moves up to tier 3, matching OverSwarm. Oh no, Lightning was in the back row, limiting the damage on that. Oh no, Train did come out for HunnyDoo, so they are going to be blinded here and muted for a bit. So we are going to have to figure out the remedies here. Again, we got to be careful of the Fallen One with the degen health. Everybody's going to be affected with... Oh, here goes the Fallen One with the jump at the Palador. Oh no, this could be really, really bad. These guys, all 4 of them could die in the air. Zidane dies. Lightning dies. Jazzy jumps down. They need to heal right now. Anything, like potion, dried meat, something. They need to just heal themselves right now. Not finding the heal, as Jexvrok does heal the entire party over here on this side. As... Now, again, the jumps will happen. They'll just die when they come down to the ground. Jazzy saves themselves. They're able to heal themselves. So, oh, but Hagrid comes out. Misses because of the blur condition on Jazzy. Ooh, this is going to be very close. As Jexvrok trying the final damage here from the double Ragnarok swing. Does get the kapow kapow. Jexvrok is going to win this at 145.36. Whew. OverSwarm now on tier 4. Does not have the remedy issues that HunnyDoo and Jex had, but is going to have to contend with, again, the Fallen One possibilities that HunnyDoo did have to deal with. Oh, OverSwarm. There's the Fallen One coming out. Again, everybody's affected with the seizure condition. Jazzy's going to be safe. Gao goes down, actually. Sorry, Lightning goes down. Frog goes down. Now, the good thing is when you actually re-res them, you actually don't get affected by the Fallen One condition. Or the, the seizure condition. But whatever. But we're joining the chat with Jexvrok, the winner of this April Fool's flag set. How you doing?
GG's.
GG's. Wow. So, crazy race. Everybody is on K3 right now, or K4 right now.
Oh wow!
It was a very close race.
The race is a little closer than I thought it was.
So I guess my first question is it scary going into K4 knowing that the entire party has seizure and knowing you're going to get Fallen One?
Absolutely.
Because we're seeing that with HunnyDoo and OverSwarm. HunnyDoo actually casted Palador, then got Fallen One before everybody took off. So everybody was at 1 HP when they were Paladored.
Oh, that's awful.
Maybe
So he ate a party death?
No, most. 2 of them died.
Wow.
Jazzy and Fosoya saved it, though. So he managed to keep going here. As OverSwarm, unfortunately, Frog, Reno, and Lightning are all dead. For them.
So my overall plan for Final Kefka was, just before I entered into Kefka's tower, I sold the kitchen sink and bought 2 Mega Elixirs. Because I had the quick...
Second in place here.
I had the quick spell on everybody.
Oh, jeez.
So I figured when I made it to Tier 3 and Tier 4, I was going to start utilizing the quick spell and, replenish my MP using Mega Elixirs, and therefore being able to bypass Fallen One, just from, the Ragnaroks. Now, I messed up on my party composition, front row, back row kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I thought you had to reposition Lightning there.
I could have sworn...
Oh!
You guys messed around as an April Fool's joke, it switched your party composition going into KT. I could have sworn that's something that happened, which would have made that would have been awful if that was the case. But I screwed up. Apparently, that was not the case, so I just went with it.
OverSwarm, speaking of which, taking a 200 HP over damage there on Goner to one character, getting overhit by 200 HP, has had to reset back to the bottom of Kefka. Howdy joins us in chat now. GG.
GG's. That was chaotic.
Now that I got both of you in the chat, by the way, Honey, crazy on the KT skip because Jexvrok had a 6-minute lead on you, and you both got to the switches at the exact same time. This first set of switches.
Hey, sometimes Fnatic Tower doesn't let you down.
Yeah, you went to the other tower and got the shortcut there. Also, by the way, you had Fosoya, which was Strago, who had the plus 90-something magic power. Did that help a little bit?
It might have been a little too late for me to pivot, but yeah, I'm not sure if that was the right place switching. So one thing that was kind of awkward was the only person that had X Zone was the guy I kicked out of the party, the Reno.
Yeah.
Because I taught it to him with a cursor ring. So okay, I just put it on Fusoya and he'll get the X Zone. Then I proceeded to get Ultros and all these no MP boss battles. So, but it turns out it was just a waste of menuing because all the stuff you use the instant deaths on, they died in 2 or 3 hits. So I was thinking about that too much. Did y'all see my Kefka Tier 4 battle? I tried to jump over the Fallen One and I messed up.
Yeah, I was telling Jex about that. You got Fallen One and then Paladored. That must have been scary with the seizure condition on.
Yeah, I was trying to dodge it so the seizure wouldn't bot me. But I think my Ragnarok user ran out of MP because when I tried to push the calmness, I wasn't getting any crits. So I think my Ragnarok user just ran out of MP at that exact moment. So that made the train go off. And because it was trained, I couldn't Palador in time because I had to wait for the remedy. So I just threw the Palador jump plan out the window. Added about 3 or 4 minutes to my Kefka fight. But hey, I didn't wipe. I thought they were just going to come down from the sky and get seizure ticked.
Jex, jump in there. I knew you were going to say something else there when Honey jumped in.
I was going to mention something about the chest in the shops. The seed was actually surprisingly generous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys had multiple Ragnaroks. You got the Illumina for free there on the quest. You had several Valiant Knives.
I ended up selling the Valiant knife so I could get Mega Elixirs.
I sold my knife also. I got inside day in the exact same town where I sold a knife.
Like, the finding the early Ragnaroks, I'm like, okay, cool. We'll get a Ragnarok, slap it on somebody. And then I saw the Genji Glove. I'm like, okay, things are about to get interesting. Then I found a Ragnarok. And then I'm just like, alright, let's keep going. I found, what, 3 Ragnaroks and bought 2? So, like, it was filled with firepower on the physical end of things. Plus, I managed to pull off the fixed dice offering because I picked up a merit award from the Coliseum along with the fixed dice. So that was also really nice. I'm like, okay, well, this seed is going to be based on physical damage for me. Let's do it.
ASilverThorn is not going to be joining us for this. He did say it was a fun seed. The big slip up there for SilverThorn was not being able to find Jazzy, which was Terra. He basically last located Terra, which that was the only downfall from his run, but did come back from behind. I mean, he entered Kefka's Tower at 126.45 and got to the second set of switches by 138. So it was only a 12-minute total Kefka Tower climb for him. So it was very fast.
Solid.
Oh man, another thing that was terrible for me was that Tritalk fight where both my characters got frozen.
Yeah, that was... Oh, yes. So I know it was a bad fight for both of you. I know, Jex, you jumped out, retooled, used fixed dice to get through it. Honey, you actually used the landslide to get through that, but you kept getting frozen.
Yeah, I had to take the reset and start over.
That was...
Yeah,
Now, I don't know if that was probably because you had the shortcut and you had the plus, I believe, was 24 enemy level penalty or boss penalty. Because I didn't see Jex's doing that.
Actually, the penalty was to enemies, which is mob fights, grind fights.
Oh, I thought it was boss levels. Okay.
There's a different flag for specifically bosses, actually. So when I saw the bonus enemy levels, I'm just like, oh, I'm not concerned about this at all. So, as for the dragon levels, I didn't want to push my luck on fighting dragons. I figured, let's get the Dragoon. No, I needed, 3 dragon fights to get the Dragoon?
3 dragon fights to get Dragoon. After the second one was plus 15 dragon levels.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that I did not end up utilizing it, probably because I didn't have... excuse me. I didn't have very good gear for it. For my leftover character, Reno. So I just stuck with the fixed dice offering on him.
What was fixed dice at?
Oh, Coliseum.
Oh, of course.
Coliseum was 100% viewable, so it was absolutely worth rolling in there, seeing what was in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Another thing that slipped people up was the no free lunch was on. And everybody did, Terra's, Esper mountain check.
Yeah, that's because, none of my characters could equip anything, so I wanted to go in there and get some stuff.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, the sealed gate?
Yeah, sealed gate.
Oh, yeah, I only ran into the Imperial base, grabbed all the chests, and ran out, is what I ended up doing with that one.
Yeah, I mean, inside the Esper Mountain there, Esper Cave, there was another Ice Shield and a Thunder Shield.
Okay.
And I think there was, one other item. The Thunder Shield actually was the reward. And the Ice Shield was in the quad chest, I believe.
Yeah, might have got a hero ring in there, too.
And it might have been a hero ring, yeah.
Yeah, probably wasn't worth it, but, I don't know, I just want to grab some stuff. Get some stuff to sell, because we had a few loaded shops, but didn't have any money.
By the way, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I definitely ended up playing this seed on the safer side than usual on this one. Especially my end game.
Yeah, I know you're complaining about Celeste is going to be useless with the extra stamina because of the seizure condition. Yeah, you started with Celeste.
Yeah, I was not exactly thrilled about that. I was just like, all right, well.
That was one of the reasons why I kept this scene instead of the other one.
I kept her in because I found those Ragnaroks. That's the only reason why she ended up staying in the party.
Yeah, then Scissor with the Ragnaroks, that was kind of insane damage there. Or Tusk, I think it was.
Oh yeah, the Tusk. It gives a little bit of a bonus damage. Using the Lobo.
I want to remind everybody that Blackjack Battle Royale starts next week. Sign-ups end tomorrow, so if you want to join in, you got to do it by tomorrow morning. And the async starts all next week. It's going to be the base flags, so no crazy draws or anything. It's pretty much going to be Ultras League on steroids. Because I think it's going to be... I've seen a lot of fast times. So...
I can't wait. It's going to be crazy.
Alright. So with all that, I'm gonna jump out of here.
Okay.
Just to finish things up, anybody who's new to Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, come join our Discord. Come check out, go to the website, ff6worldscollide.com. There's a link to our Discord. Wonderful community. There's a pile of us that are willing to help you get started, learn the routes, and all that fun stuff. Also give our runners and restream team a follow. And yeah, GG's, and thanks for having me.
Right before you leave, I just want to mention one other thing, that OverSwarm, the reason why I was saying that stuff in chat and like that to him, he did not have auto tracker on. So he had no idea what any of these characters were. The rest of y'all did, but he didn't.
Alright. Have a good one, guys.
See you later.
Good night. GG's. You know, I was kind of grateful that about 30 seconds before the race started, I remembered that trick to, if you ever get the Sid die-in quest, where you just start the quest, then you leave, and you come back later, and the quest is automatically done. I was like, oh, I'm glad I remembered that, because I was about to go in there and be diving into the water getting some fish.
But be careful. Be careful with that, because actually that's not allowed in the Blackjack Royale. So
really?
Be careful with that. Yes, that's actually not allowed.
Okie doke.
I didn't mention it. It's one of those rules you have to mention. So, but that's why it's cool, totally cool this one. But yeah, technically that's not allowed in the Blackjack Royale. You have to stay and finish it.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it's in the PDF. Make sure you read the rules in the PDF, everybody. There's a lot of rules in there, and some of the glitches and stuff that's it's policed that way. So
yeah, I think I just read the drafting rules, and I figured everything else would be like Ultros League rules, because you know Sid never comes up in Ultros League.
Yeah, Sid is more of a quest thing, kind of an extra thing, but yeah, really, one that might come up would be Zozo Clock, just to get into it, which is not. As we just get another commercial break there, unfortunately for OverSwarm, as he's on K4. But yeah, I mean, that's the only one that comes up, which Zozo Clock was actually randomized, just in case it came up as a quest. So it wasn't the standard clock. Like, you would actually had to go to the thieves and everybody in Zozo to figure out what the exact time was you had to put in there.
Yeah, I might want to brush up on that one. But yeah, I'm about to hop out of the chat. Thank you so much for putting the race on. I'll see you guys at the Blackjack.
Alrighty, we'll see you there. And during that commercial there on the feed of OverSwarm, he does finish with a 2:01:14. Did unfortunately get the wipe on Kefka. We'll see if he wants to jump in for a quick chat there as we finish this up. Yep, he will jump in for us for chat right now. And we are joined by OS, also known as OverSwarm. How you doing, pal?
Hi, Sabre Wolf.
So that was a rough run. Now, first of all, I know your auto tracker wasn't working, so I tried to help you on what characters are what.
I don't have an auto tracker.
Oh, the tracker that you have can be connected to your. Oh, hold on, I gotta mute you on the stream here. Sorry.
Yeah, I use
There
a
we go.
manual emo tracker. So if
Yep,
the auto tracker was supposed to tell me which characters I have, I did not have that.
So emo tracker can be connected to your game, and it will automatically fill in all the spaces for you.
Was that how is that how you were supposed to know what your characters were?
Well, you can actually go into the options menu on the menu and look at tracker in there, and it will tell you what checks that you have available.
Really?
So we'll tell you, it's like, so when you picked up Jazzy, which was Terra, it would have highlighted the Welk check, the Latte River check, and like that. Those would have been highlighted on the tracker inside the menu. Yep. So that's another way. If you don't have the tracker outside the game, you can have the tracker in game.
Where do I go? Like I lost a lot of time like checking places. Like, is this lock?
Yeah, that was a curveball. Part of the April Fools for the Saturday Night Community Chaos, Saturday Night Chaos Night. A little bit of the April Fool's curveball, replacing all the sprites and all the names so you didn't know who you had.
I'm guessing others knew how to check.
Yeah, the other three unfortunately did have auto trackers.
Well, I was at tier 4 Kefka when Dex finished, so I feel like I did okay for not knowing anything.
You were the second one to go into Kefka, to start Kefka, right in front of HunnyDoo. I think HunnyDoo was only like 20 seconds behind you. HunnyDoo did pass you after K1. You got all the way up to K4. In fact, Jex, you, and HunnyDoo were all on K3 at the same time.
If I had better rolls, I think I could have gotten second, but I got some poor rolls, and then I used an X potion by accident instead of an X either, so I couldn't use quick. So I got 8 dice instead of 16. And I don't know if 16 would have done it or not. I wasn't really tracking the health that well, but that was unfortunate. But the second round went much smoother.
Yeah, the fallen one going in with the seizure condition, which you had through almost the entire race, kind of nipped you in the butt. But you didn't do what Honey did. Well, Honey got fallen one, and then he used Palador. So all of his characters are at 1 HP in the air on Palador.
Wouldn't they die from seizure?
2 of them did.
Okay.
But Jazzy and Fusoya, who was Strago, who had that plus 90 something magic power, Honey was able to find them, who actually got the shortcut by doing that. Would manage to land and heal before they took the damage. Well, the other 2 just land and then immediately die. Was managed to get out of that progression and was able to finish things off. So,
yeah, I lost a fair chunk of time trying to figure out like where to go. Like I fought things in the Veld for a while, thinking I had Gao, and then I was like, I think this is Locke, and I checked like the South Figaro Caves. Like, no, this isn't Locke. Who is it? And I checked like 3 different places. I checked the throne room, and then finally I checked sealed gates. Like, okay, it's Terra. So I'm a little disappointed I lost time that way, not knowing like the functionality of the tracker rather than the game itself. But I feel like I made some good decisions later on once I kind of got into the swing of it, the April Foolsiness.
Oh yeah, you were cruising right along after you got the I picked up a couple characters. By the way, it's called QSB to NES. Is the connection? It's like a USB connector between programs, and that connects your the emulator to the emo tracker or whatever tracker you use, and it connects 2 together. So the game talks to the tracker.
Yeah, I've been meaning to like set that up at some point. I saw like a couple different versions of auto trackers, but I've had no real problems with the manual tracker. But did anyone else go to the Coliseum and just get a bunch of fixed dice? Or was that just me?
Yeah, no, Jex went very early. The Coliseum was open to everybody. All the items were all there on the table. Jex got Ragnarok's, Valiant Knives, and a whole bunch of other stuff while they were there. So you were the only other person that kind of went there, actually. You went later on, but yeah.
Yeah, my plan was to loot everywhere and then go to the Coliseum immediately and get like some of the best stuff possible. But I saw a red jacket for sale and I bought it. I was like, okay, fire immunity is going to be pretty good. This is fine late game armor. And then I got several Ragnaroks and I was like, this is fine. I have an offering, Ragnaroks, a Genji glove. I have a striker, which can make short work of a lot of the early early mobs. And so I was like, I'll just wait because I'm killing stuff without too much issue. And Rage having Prussian was awesome, especially because I could equip a Ragnarok. So you get like a 75% chance of casting some form of flare, which is pretty nice.
Well, one thing that nobody did pick up on, and it's interesting that you mentioned the red jackets, is that one of the rages that Celeste / Lightning had was Daedalus, which is Merton. So you could have gotten... Well, the problem was the party... There's only a 33% chance that the party could equip an item they didn't already have beforehand. So unless you could find fire shields, I guess, fire shield, ice shield, thunder shield that everybody could equip with the red jackets, that was the only way you could probably get that to go. But then again, it's on a random chance of casting Merton. So
yeah, like I'm never really like too big on Merton unless everything comes out. And you could have done it on this seed. I'm looking at my characters. I had a whole bunch of thunder shields and I had a paladin shield, so definitely could have made it a Merton shield, even if they couldn't wear the red jacket.
That was actually one thing I was surprised was the Curse Shield, 19 battles, but everybody seemed to unlock it actually. That team seemed a little high.
It wasn't hard to unlock.
So 19 didn't seem that high for you.
I mean, with how this was going, I was like, I'm going to be getting into a bunch of combats. I've got a ribbon, and this guy's not killing anything anyway. He's just sitting there. So put a ribbon on him and let him sit.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Opera House didn't help anybody with the level magics. But anyways, so you're actually the newest, I think, of the group to our community. How have you enjoyed this game, the community, and like that?
I'm liking it quite a bit. I actually I got on earlier today, and Honey and I. This is the third race we've played today, and both races we each won one of them, and both races that we lost to running into Doomgaze.
Oh, jeez.
So it's been pretty fun. I've enjoyed watching people. Like I'm used to competing at a fairly high level in different games. And so it's very refreshing to come into a game that I have an understanding of, but I'm not at that same competitive level. So it's been a while since I've been able to just sit and grind and learn from other people. And so I've been making spreadsheets and timing runs and listening to different people's advice and just double checking everything they say. And it's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff that I thought about the game that doesn't quite apply in a speedrun fashion. There's for the most part, I haven't had any complaints about any of the seeds I've had. Even when a seed doesn't give you something, it's fun because you get to work around it. The only thing I really don't like is finding cheap earrings early in a run because it just kind of ends relics for the rest of the game. But past that, it's fine. Fixed dice are kind of a common, but they're a huge time waste, so there are better options.
Oh, try exclamation chaos when you get a chance when you roll a seed. That'll add a lot of flavor to you. Right before we go, just one more thing before we go. Any thing about the stream, the race and all? By the way, you and HunnyDoo were only 20 seconds apart, so definitely the whole time there, you guys were neck and neck.
That's good. I feel like HunnyDoo is definitely better than me, but he's within that range where if he makes a mistake and I don't, I can pass him up, and so that's really who you want to race against, because there are a lot of runners in the Mega Elixir or Elixir League that I'm not going to be able to get close to unless they completely bomb or get a bunch of dead checks and I get lucky. But HunnyDoo and we can have some close races, and I expect him to win the majority of them. and it's a good way to kind of track my progress. I really enjoyed watching his streams. Everyone should give HunnyDoo a follow and watch his streams because he's probably going to be racing somebody all the time.
Yeah, please give a follow to all our runners, Jexvrok, ASilverThorn, OverSwarm, and HunnyDoo. They are actually the names that you see on screen is actually their Twitch channels. I am Sabre Wolf. You can follow me on Sabre Wolf Gaming, 2 M's in gaming, all one word, for my channel as well. Of course, you have the FF6 Worlds Collide channel as well. Again, any donations, subscriptions like that to this channel, the FF6 Worlds Collide channel, all of it goes to charity. So we do appreciate that. Once again, one more quick reminder. Again, the Blackjack Battle Royale. That starts next week. Async. If you want to sign up, there's still a little bit of time left. You're about 12 hours left to sign up before the flag drops on the async. It is the basic flag set. No crazy cards or anything's going to be drawn yet. That'll be the week after when everybody's placed into their groups. Once again, I'm Sabre Wolf. Thank you again for Jexvrok, ASilverThorn, OverSwarm, also known as OS, and HunnyDoo. And of course, you, the community out there. I hope you enjoy this race. Take care, and have a very good night. Bye-bye.